The Holy Spirit ministered to me so powerfully a few days ago, just as I was about to record on Proverbs 31, where the whole message I had prepared was about how the Proverbs 31 woman is not a checklist. She is the fruit of a woman who is deeply anchored and aligned with God. That was the whole point of my message. But right before I hit record, I felt the Holy Spirit pull me and say, come spend time with me first. And I really didn't feel like it because I was ready to record. I had my camera set up, I had my mic set up, but I stopped and I asked, okay, Lord, what do you want me to read? And he placed Matthew in my mind. I'm like, what part of Matthew do you want me to read? And he said, the parable of the 10 virgins. I didn't even know the parable of the 10 virgins is in Matthew, but it is. And as I was reading it, the whole message went even deeper. Because if you know the parable, it's 10 virgins waiting for the bridegroom. They all have lamps, they all look ready, they all appear the same outwardly, but only 5 had extra oil. And when the bridegroom came, the foolish ones realized their lamps were going out. So what did? They asked the wise ones, give us some of your oil. And when they couldn't get it from them, they ran to try and buy some. And that really hit me so deeply because that is exactly how so many people treat relationship with God, trying to borrow oil from someone else's intimacy, from a pastor, from a preacher, from a worship music, maybe from a Christian friend, trying to live off someone else's fire. Or thinking somehow it can be both, maybe through knowledge, through serving, through performance, through doing Christian things, but the oil, relationship with God is the one thing you cannot borrow and you cannot buy. It has to be built personally, privately, daily. And that's why Jesus says, I do not know you. The oil is the relationship. He said, I do not know you, not because they did not look ready, not because they didn't have lamps, not because they weren't around the right people, but because when the moment came, there was no oil of their own, no personal intimacy, no maintained relationship. And that suddenly made Proverbs 31 make even more sense to me because all those qualities, the wisdom, the peace, the discipline, the strength, that's the light, right? That's the flame. That's the visible part. That's what everyone sees. But we spend so much time trying to force the light without realizing the light only exists because there is oil feeding it. That's why striving burns us out, because you cannot manufacture fruit that was meant to flow from intimacy. You cannot force into existence what only relationship can produce. The Proverbs 31 woman is not a woman who mastered self-discipline. She's a woman whose life is overflowing from intimacy with God. And I really felt the Holy Spirit ministering to me. Don't just talk about relationship. Be in it. Spend time with me first. Protect it, build it, maintain it. Because the goal is not to look like someone with a lamp. The goal is to actually have oil. God bless you guys. Bye.